Hi, I'm so grateful that you're here. Remember, this genuinely might be the most powerful skill you ever learn for the rest of your life, because most people don't realize how much chronic tension and fascial adhesions can restrict one's naturally designed capabilities of being able to relax fully, breathe deeply, sleep well, focus clearly, even detox efficiently, have proper posture, and move naturally without restrictions. But with this daily guided fascia release sequence, I'm going to help you dissolve these fascial adhesions, reduce tension, move more freely, alleviate pain in these regions by helping you release muscles and trigger points you probably didn't even realize were holding you back. Over the last 9 years of studying bodywork therapies across the globe, combined with being raised by an integrative health doctor and pain therapist, I've created a pretty potent fascia release sequence designed to help you dissolve fascial adhesions caused by the modern lifestyle. And before you get started, I want you to know a few things. There is no rush. The amount of reps and time spent doing a certain technique on a muscle are not set in stone. You have the freedom to pause the tutorial to do more of a certain technique on any muscle at any time. You can follow my schedule of 1 session a day or maybe do 2 a day, but even if you only did 1 per week, you would still notice a massive difference over time. And finally, if you can't do this right now, I really want you to try, so set an alarm and come back and do it when you can. Before you do this, I want you to know it is very possible that you may bruise during this protocol. However, go through the fascia education module if you want to learn more about bruises and understand that these bruises only happen the first 3 to 7 treatments. And it only happens in regions where you're experiencing fascial adhesions, where the tissue is stuck, restricting full muscle expression and restricting full blood, lymph, oxygen flow to a region. Welcome to the guided oil blading protocol for the jaw and face and a little bit of scalp. Today, I'm using a different oil than the ones I usually recommend. The face is the only place I recommend maybe using a different oil, especially if you're acne prone. And then I just have the regular gua sha. And we're gonna start with the masseter. Going all the way over the masseter, getting the muscle in a stretched position, going in direction of the muscle fibers, increasing in pressure throughout the treatment. Staying here for about 20 to 50 passes. You can always do more, especially if it feels good. Playing with different angles, going on the back side of it, going on the front side of it, all the way up and down, not missing any region of this muscle. And you might bruise here. I have bruised here before, and that's okay. If you need to learn more about bruising, go read in the fascia education module. Going to the other side with the opposite hand. Muscle in a stretched position, going in direction of the muscle fibers. And you can play with a little movement while doing this. All right, I like to use this end of the gua sha and do this movement. It tends to really open some things up. Breathing fully. You might get a little red, that's okay. You're just drawing fresh blood flow into a region that has been restricted. Doing the other side with the opposite hand. Going up here on the eye a little bit. And I have spent a lot of my life squinting. And you can see I have some happy marks. Okay, we're gonna move on to the platysma. I like to use this side of the wash out blade. However, you can also use this side like this. The platysma connects up in here on the mandible, and releasing this is gonna be crazy powerful. It is very likely you'll bruise. The first few times you do this, do it fairly gently. There's no need to rush into doing this harshly. Be kind to yourself, especially the first few times. First few sessions is what I mean when I say that. You just want to release all the trapped tissue in here. And you'll probably hear it because usually people have jacked up platysmas. And however, we're also going to release that when we release the neck in. Might be the next session, one of the next sessions. I usually like to do about 20 and then do the other side. I remember the first few times I did this, I was so restricted right here. I had no idea. And not only did it feel really good, but I feel like it really helped my hyoid region pull itself up, leading to so many other great changes internally and on a physical level. All right, last one on the platysma. We're just doing this on any little spot that feels tense. Breathing fully. Maybe a smile. All right, the next spot is going to be on the lower temples. And this can be really powerful. I'm just going to show you. I am getting in my hair here, which is fine. I'm just going to do 20 to 50 passes, as much as feels good. My goal is not to give you some strict amount of reps that you have to do. I want you to learn your body and learn all the techniques that are going to make you feel better. And then I want you to listen to your body and go deeper into the techniques that make you feel amazing. With oil blading, start gently. It's easy to overdo it sometimes. So the first few times you do this, just start gently. No need to force overdoing it. This muscle gets tense in a lot of people, and I am going in the hairline, in the hairs here. Oh, it feels so good. Okay, the next spot is actually just going to be over the eyebrow here. And this is an interesting spot. Be gentle here. You will feel it if you have any restrictions. I'm going to go in direction of the hair. I tend to have blockages right in here, and we have a lot of lymph up in here that can become restricted if we are constantly restricting this area. Doing the other side. I get lots of questions about my eye shape seeming to have changed. I feel like doing this allowed my eyes kind of to relax, but also to squint in a more effective way. I feel like before I was like, and now I squint slightly differently. And I feel like a lot of that is due to releasing adhesions in these regions. However, I'm not an expert on the eye shape thing or the eye color thing. I just have noticed that that's one change that I've experienced in my own journey. Moving on to the unibrow. This is going to be tense for a lot of people. Just doing like 20 to 50 passes here, and then moving on to the last one, the frontalis. Doing the whole forehead, and if you're like me, you got a lot of forehead to do. You wonder why I have hair that covers my forehead. It's because I don't have a forehead. I have a 5 head. A lot of us are holding tension. And I've noticed in myself, I feel like at a certain stage in my life, I was losing hair. And I give away every single thing I do. The way I eat, the way I sleep. But I feel like I used to have a lot of tension in my temples, and you want to be gentle here. You don't want to pull hair out. However, you also want to release any restrictions. And so I feel like when I began releasing these, my hair, not only did I feel like it grew back, but I feel like my hair is curlier, thicker, and this hair that I currently have is actually a buzz cut. And I haven't put any shampoo in this. I haven't dyed it. I haven't done anything to it besides just let it grow. This next technique, we're gonna perch our lips and then angle downward. Some people can get red in here if they're holding on to restrictions. I usually do get red, and I usually bruise. And we're going to release all this muscle right here. You can see I'm bruising a little bit. However, these bruises, they will stop occurring after 3 to 7 treatments. You don't have to force bruises. You can That's it for the gel face and scalp gua sha routine. Hi, I hope your body is experiencing wonderful feelings and that you enjoyed this fascia release routine. Go ahead and do yourself a favor now and schedule your next fascia release routine. And also feel free to go back and repeat the routine you just did. If you have any questions or want to learn more about fascia, I linked my full fascia ebook below, and it's completely free. I don't even need your email. You can also post any questions in the community or go through the Understanding Fascia and Common Fascia Questions module. I genuinely can't wait to hear how this goes for you, so please comment and share your experiences on this journey, and have a wonderful day, my friend.